Well, welcome everybody. I'm Absurdum. Today we're going to play some Bonaparte, a Mechanized Revolution, a game by Studio Imigi. Thank you so much for giving me a copy of this. It's what if you wanted to play the French Revolution with, alternative histories, because why not? We'll just include big mechs, some grand strategy, some 4X, a little bit of turn-based tactical fighting. And this really interested me because this game kind of dips its toes into a lot of things that I really enjoy in games. So I was excited to be able to check it out, get a key for it, and show it off to you guys because obviously I do a lot of 4X small indie things on my channel. So I thought this might interest a lot of people. And I'm going to be upfront with it. The Steam reviews for this game recently are not good. They're really bad. And I was intrigued to see why. Why is it so bad? Because, it doesn't have to be great. It doesn't have to be like Crusader Kings or Hearts of Iron or anything, right? Like, it can just be good. It doesn't have to be the best. So what's so bad about it? And I think some of it's some quality of life stuff that we'll kind of go over. I think some of it might be a slow intro with lots of talking, lots of dialogue, and things like that. And I think that might be part of it too. And a little bit of confusion on what exactly you should be doing in certain parts, because you get to this world stage part and you're not really able to fight people, or you can fight people and take over areas, but not always. And I'm not exactly sure when you can, when you can't, and why. But I think that's just because we haven't really gotten there in the quote-unquote story, or, what actually happens in the French Revolution. But where we're at right now, I'm about an hour or so into the gameplay. And the Communist Party has decided to use the king fleeing to Austria as an excuse for a revolution. So we're in the streets here going to stop them. But we're actually going to show off some of the actual fighting here, too. So we got some over there. We got some over here. They're just in the streets, being a real menace. So I think if we just kind of casually go through and fight them all, we'll be fine. I have built some extra mechs and stuff, so hopefully we should be pretty strong. Robespierre leads an army to the, I can't speak French at all, Plaza. The earth rumbles as they approach. Okay, Bonaparte, do you truly believe those words? I accidentally skipped the dialogue because I'm so used to skip. There's a lot of dialogue. I will not draw first blood. Someone is to upend the peace, will not be me. Dispassion is the very mark of a moderate. Such hesitation, so one of the cool things in the beginning is you can pick which side. You can become a communist, you can become a moderate, you can stay a royalist to the king and fight for him. I was a moderate because that's what actually happened in France. They become a constitutional monarchy, or representative constitution is what I meant to say. So that's the side that I kind of picked. And apparently the communist guy is upset with me about it. Just, Of course, it's weird because at first, everyone breaks into their factions and start taking control of areas and spreading propaganda. And there's a lot of things going on. You're not really sure why all these things are happening, but you can't fight each other. And I think it's because you're not really at war with each other yet. You're all just trying to make sense of the situation and gain for power, but not through violence. So I think after this, we're going to be able to start actually fighting stuff, and that will make the game make a lot more sense, hopefully. To battle, defend the Constitution. I would think that the one with 4 legs would have been faster than the one with 2 legs, but I guess not. You can see here that each people have different abilities. They'll do different things. They'll gain damage bonus per... Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. Mech Saber. Okay. They do different stuff, too, based on what they are. We'll kind of get into a little bit. But for now, I think I just kind of want it in turn. Maybe we'll get a little bit closer. Oh, you're blocking them. Okay. Well, that's really annoying. Actually. Okay. Yeah, we'll in turn. See what happens. In tactical games like this, you never know what's going to happen when you just, in turns install where they come charge you. The answer is yes. I'll slow this down a little bit so you can try to appreciate it and enjoy it a little bit more, because I sped it up because I didn't want to. Let's see, trample. We can just walk through these people if I remember what button to press. Perfect. Take that, idiots. And then we'll get a little preview here. So as we do stuff as a mech, we gain up heat, and if heat gets too high, we'll start taking damage from it. But that's okay. So we're not doing that right now. think these people over there will be fine to handle that. Let's just... I don't want to mech charge. I just want you to walk here. Nope, here. There we go. Sometimes it's right click, sometimes it's left click. It's a little confusing to me. There we go. Decent help to them. These guys are giant tanks, so we should be fine. As for you, let's go ahead and try to surround you a little bit. You will get kind of like flanking bonuses and things like that. Lance. Resisted, probably because of the same type. There you go. Regimented. We'll pike them. Critical hits, let's go. Nope, select you, and I would imagine we're just gonna gun these people down and kind of call that it. They resisted, but they're still done. So I'm pretty comfortable with them exterior. They can also kind of repair themselves too, so. It's a fair amount of damage to him. Probably because he's in the shape of a horse, I guess. I don't know. They got their morale back. It's probably a good idea at this point. Because, you know, they're not doing so hot with that happening. Can I trample charge both of you? No? No, okay. I haven't had this unit before, so I, you know, don't know what I'm doing. Even the units I have had before, I don't know what I'm doing. But the combat is you know, mostly simple, but it's fun, and I like it. Can I move everybody, start getting flanking bonuses, and then attack? That might be the better idea. Yeah, you're not what I would call a good spot. I think this is called a tactical error on your part. Oh, they just shoot back. Okay. I'll shoot back too. Actually, didn't do as much damage as I want. Okay, peasants, get them. Stick them with the sticks. Yeah, that'll teach them. Actually, did just fine. Like, the fact that they're not dead kind of just impresses me. Can you mech sable again? Oh, snap. Okay. Well, that fixes that, I guess. What does that mean? Oh, minus 30 penalty. Okay. I tried looking before to see what these things did, but it didn't actually tell me, so. Cause a repose if attacked. Oh, okay, cool. So this guy's gonna take some damage now because his heat's too high. We're probably both in that boat, yeah. They rallied. Interesting. So they're taking medium heat damage. We should probably just let them be. I think that's the way to... I mean, we can prepare ourselves too. 2 uses per battle, so that's going to be fine. Negotiate. Oh, if the morale's low. I'm going to guess that the morale's probably not low enough. Invalid negotiation target. Okay, fair enough. So I think to lose heat, we just do nothing. Oh no, there's a vent. never mind. There we go. See, this is why you don't listen to me. I think you did the best. Let's go ahead and do that. There's a facing mechanic, so you can change your face. Disable Colossi? To put a vulnerable Colossi out of action without destroying it. Oh, snap. I didn't realize that was a thing. Chance. Okay. Probably should have used that before to get the most out of it, but that's alright. Do the same here. I imagine rally is pretty much the same thing. And now you're stuck there. Okay. Guess I might as well rally as well. I don't know if morale has an effect on like your damage or anything. I'd assume it does. I don't know, I have a lot of unanswered questions about this game so far. Which is why I played it as much as I did before we started recording. Because it was just like, I'm not really sure. And I don't want to play on bad faith or bad information. But there are things that don't seem as intuitive as I would have liked them to be. Especially in regards to what am I supposed to be doing right now. There is a nice guide on Steam that they created. Just a quick, like, overview of things and what's happening, which is really nice. I'm just gonna let everybody kind of do their thing here. Get their morale up. Just hang tight for a second. We gotta step on this guy. Not sure what you thought was gonna happen, but okay. We'll let you catch up next turn, I guess. I still think he should have more range. I mean, he's half horse. Horse march. Okay. Oh, nice. Ah, because they're officers. Okay. Let's move you up slightly then. Your guys' morale is looking pretty top-notch, which I love. I guess I could just do this indefinitely. I'm not sure why I wouldn't. So now you're getting, like, high morale. Which certainly is doing something, right? Active. Regimented. High morale. Defense rolls plus 20%. Yeah, okay. So, like, why wouldn't you do this? They're not doing anything. Let's start heading up. Try to do a bit of a pince here before what will be the... Cannot rotate the camera? Okay. Strange, but alright. What will be kind of the final battle with their mech and a cannon, which is going to be pretty intense. I think we're going to be okay, though. Engaging. Well. I'm gonna put you guys there. And put you there. That way your chant can kind of hit everybody. You're already maxed out. You're already maxed out. Alright, we'll call it. I do like that it gives you like things that you could do left down there before you end that turn. You have to click it twice to confirm. This guy's going to get stomped. Okay, I didn't realize you could shoot that far. Get everybody in position. Let's go ahead and musket. Looks like it's going to hurt him. Hurt me too. Can we cavalry charge? I'm not sure. Charge forward, full speed, deliver devastating blow on a distant foe. Damage bonus per child travel. Oh, okay, so we'll hit the person in front. Got it. Is Lance maybe more than what I want then? I don't think it's really gonna matter. Nope, okay. Get them out of action before they start shooting people again, because that's just reckless and terrible behavior, really. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Can you reach them? What if I have you chart? Ah, sucks. Well, for now then, let's just come here. Actually, probably should have put you two together. Fair enough. They're next to each other, they get a bonus, I think. Very good, very good. Alright, let's end it. Did not take out as many units as I was hoping, but that's alright. Let's put you here. I really want to try out this charge. Yeah, it looked awesome. Really everything I wanted. Let's go ahead. Move you up a little bit. Not too much because I don't want to aggro those guys. Which apparently needs to be something I have to be concerned about. We'll just get you vented. Take that off. Nope, move there. Kind of back up and then get going, kind of like a Tom and Jerry style like run. Very nice. Ooh, we almost straight took him out. I don't know how that like last one standing guy did as much damage as the whole team of them, but whatever, I guess. I'm a little concerned because you motivate. Oh, okay. You're not really great on health. That's gonna really hurt you, apparently. So why don't we just come up here? Oh, we can bayonet charge. Okay. Put him in the ground. Very nice. Everyone's morale should be pretty good, but we're going to chant anyways. Just to try to help ensure it. Alright, we're getting there. I was going to say quickly, but I looked at the clock. It's like 20 minutes. We're not that quick. Go ahead and vent. You have 30. Or rather not. And I want to see if I can capture this mech. If all goes well, that's going to be what happens here. Don't intern. Nope. Let's see how close I can get without, like, pulling everybody to. Because I imagine we're going to be clashing right about here. And it's going to be pretty nasty. There's a lot of them there. And they're going to be pretty tough. So I think we're going to have to try to take out their smaller teams first. I don't know how it's gonna go. You're still good? Okay. Except we haven't pulled yet. Still don't seem to be doing that. But I imagine we're gonna be doing it pretty soon. Let's go ahead and put you there. Nope, there it is. Alright. Well, even though I'm moving up on them, let's have them attack us. I think defensive is probably the best option. First march, pivot, rally. I understand why I can't, like, heal myself. I kind of wouldn't hate it if I could heal myself. Okay. Let's see what they do. I think they're going to struggle to really get in a range to attack me, especially if they're starting with him. Okay, interesting. Shoot from back there, huh? Damn. I think we can take him out pretty quickly. What I don't want to have happen is this cannon just opening fire on me from afar. I would imagine that's probably not great. Why not? Why can't I do that? No, don't trample that way. One. Okay, well, I guess that's on me. All right, well, at least get them regimented. Let's put the peasants out front. You know, as you do. They're gonna tear my people apart, I think. Yeah, that was a terrible idea. Somebody should have probably saw that coming. At least we can get a little bit of a ranged attack on. Hopefully I can charge them from here. No, of course not. That was a huge waste of my turn. Great. Don't want to force march. Oh, you jerks. Okay, that was a huge waste. Okay, great. That was a little bit better. Bar's low. It's alright, our tanky boys can tank. The Hussars can move. Yeah, that's great. And whoever that guy is can move. Who, him? No. Him. Yeah, they can't really do much either. Okay. Still feeling pretty confident, even though I'm sure the AI is better at this than I am. And then there's that happened. You can just attack twice, huh? I didn't realize that was an option. You in the ground. That's it for you. Okay. I'm not going to counterattack, so that could go okay for me. It's not going to go okay for me. Perfect. Thank you for letting me know first. I think I can end these people, though. They're gonna shoot back, and seemingly Do a lot more damage to me. Oh, because they have actual rifles and I have muskets. What am I working with here? Why can't I have rifles? I think this is going to quickly just turn into a mech battle. These underlings are going to die quickly, and it's just going to be, Gungdom out here. Which I'm not super upset about. Okay, not sure why you're not going to fight back. But I'll get you stabbed by some peasants. You're basically dead, so the fact that you did something was great. Whew. Alright. I could try to retreat you, get you to safety. I think this guy's probably just going to kill you anyways, but now we can say I tried. Or maybe we'll just take heat off of a mech, I don't know. Jesus. Yeah, that's kind of what I was afraid of. Alright, not really sure about what happened there. Do you know that you need to vent? You also need to kick this guy's ass. What does medium health do for you? Negative attack penalty. I feel like it should be a bit more, but okay, whatever. I also think this guy just has better troops than me. And there's almost certainly a reason for that. They told me in the overworld map to start building my army. I was like, I already did a little bit. And I was trying to just build tall on the territories I had instead by investing into them. I was like, this will help me greatly late game. But, you know, like I have to actually get there. So, you know. Perfect. We can attack them without receiving any damage. I could have maybe got 2 attacks off on him. Not really sure. Can't trample horses, right? Okay. All right, we're doing a little bit better down here than it looked like it was going to for me. Can we? Oh, it has to be a straight line, right? Right. I do remember that stipulation. Can I just move? Just there we go. Move here. Then cavalry charge into him. Oh yeah, that feels good. Except you're really low health? Bro, what happened? No. We need to, repair you. Get that 5,000 back, okay? Hopefully this guy can't do that. That'd be, you know, that'd be a little devastating. Not sure why I can't stand here, but that's okay. Charging him would have been good, but, dying would have been bad, so. Guess I could have taken the hit and lived. Now you can shoot. Nobody? What the world? Yeah, you need to vent. And then probably repair. Let's move you here. Attack this guy. I'm tired of his cannon baloney. Can you musket twice? Flanking attack, okay. The muskets do more damage than I would have thought. Against the giant mech. Just, you know, just saying. You can disable the Colossus, which is good to know. What are you doing? Why can't I move here? What is with that spot? No, don't trample. Okay, so there's a problem. I don't know if it has still have an ability selected or not, or how to unselect it without like completely deselecting our friend. You know, that's kind of an issue. Ooh, Caesar still has actions. Let's see. That's Caesar. Is Caesar? Oh. You could have mech'd Sabred. I guess you could repair. That's actually an excellent time to repair. Good job. Anybody else? Good. Okay, I'm happy with that. Bro, you need to calm the hell down. Very impressed that he didn't shoot him. Confused, but also impressed. Let's end him. Very nice. I don't know why you can't stand in some of these locations, but that's okay. Let's see if we can get his heat up, because that's going to really start doing a lot of damage to him. He's going to have to emotionally deal with that. Speaking of which, you're going to have to get your heat down too. That guy just insulted you by attacking you 3 times, so we can't let that stand. I don't think this is a great idea. I think it's just going to get you killed. So let's just hold tight. Like, I'm all for doing the most amount of damage, but, you know, at what cost? Stop. Stop. There we go. There's 500 damage from his heat. I must have sped up the game. Okay, who needs to cool off? You need to vent. You're actually pretty solid. You can attack twice, which is awesome. We're kind of just doing the same thing to ourselves over and over again. This guy's starting to feel it. Okay, maybe not from like there, but he is. Just go with it. Did you get your heat down and attack twice? I'm sure I wasn't paying attention, but that seems awfully efficient to me. Go ahead and repair. I need you to be useful. I want to know how low is his health for me to try to disable him. Available if target Colossus is below low integrity threshold. So maybe we'll find out when it happens. Medium integrity. Okay. Massive. Okay. Fair enough, he is. I can't argue that. Alright, I might as well just keep shooting. Nice. Alright, I think we got this in the bag. We just gotta keep steady. Get that integrity down. I want to try to capture him. That's a free mech if we can capture him, right? We just got to give him a new paint job and get rid of his stupid cape. We can do that. Hold on. You got the blinky thing? Okay, okay. Now's our chance moving. Squad. Disable. Disable fail. Disable. Success! Defeat an enemy Colossus with a disable Colossus action. Fantastic. Retry. No, hell no. That's more than enough. And we completed Act 1, I'm told. The National Convention, we removed the communists. Because they did a coup. Okay. Survivors flee to the streets, running from pursuing moderates. Doesn't sound very moderate of me, but sure. Find the leaders, arrest them. Yeah, you tell them. How do they abandon the field? A little weasel. He'll be back, no matter what you think of him. Robespierre. I don't know these people. The French Revolution was really just never my thing. I don't know. I can tell you all about the German people. Take our friends, though, to the battle, but first of many have managed to protect the National Convention. Thank you, Captain Bonaparte. Yeah. Well, it was all me. They want nothing but blood. Yeah. Let's remain vigilant. We will protect the French people, duly elected government. By opposing the Germans, we have implicitly endorsed the Royalists. Our actions today will likely spark a civil war. I think you're maybe a little late for that, but yeah. Indeed, let us go and make sense of our new partnership. Your fellow deputies, step away. Okay. This provides personal opportunity. No. We need to protect the future of France. Yeah. Sounds very Napoleon of me. Don't look into it. All right. So this is the world map. It's pretty awesome. It's also kind of confusing. Instead of building up my army, I was... Who are you people? But you were gone. Like I literally just fought you. Right, whatever. Oh, now he's gone. Okay, that's fine. So anyways, these are the... I have allies that also are blue. The blue are my friends. We're moderates. And I have these territories up here because we have the eagle. That's how you can tell. What's really cool about this is you can like click on the region. There's different buildings. You can put different buildings in there. You can upgrade them to do different things and get you better bonuses. Lots of really fun things. You have to get your resources up here. This should all look very familiar if you've played a Paradox game before. But it's also a little different too. So it's confusing because at first, like, people were just running around grabbing territories from like non-claimed local government. I don't know. But like, you can't fight each other because we're not at war, question mark. Except sometimes I could. So I was really confused about that. No more action stuff, that's fine. So I was just kind of you can also sit here and you can spread propaganda, which is a mechanic that comes in effect with the National Convention, which we're about to have. Spreading propaganda, get more support than the National Convention. You get more sway when trying to get different policies enacted. So yeah, this game has its fingers in a lot of different, like, different pies here, which is very interesting. The issue is, I think, largely is around UI stuff and a complete lack of direction. Also, there's a lot of talking. Great for an RPG, not so much for a 4X game in my opinion, but whatever. So let's end the turn down here. We're having another convention. We're doing great. We got the most number votes, so hopefully we can do something important. What that might be, I'm not exactly sure. So I can propose one thing, scrolling down here, which is kind of cool. Votes for the aristocrat, don't really care. Protection of property rights, yeah, that seems fine. I kind of want execution, because then when I take over people, I can execute them, but probably has its own issues too, so maybe not the best idea. Ban their gatherings is probably something I could easily do now. I don't know if it really matters anymore. I would like to try to propose this. I tried last time. Mass conscription. What? Officers can be recruited and multiple battalions can be conscripted per turn. Oh. That's probably not gonna go over great. Protection of state of emergency. Extreme measures. Okay, no. Let's see if we can ban support for royalists, since I think they're kind of my main issue right now. I proposed different things. Okay, so they're going to do this, and then they're going to try to allow The Jacobin or the communists. I don't know why why a moderate would allow for that, but I'll vote against it anyways, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if it's just random or what. All right, yep, got it. Start the debate. Okay, not really sure why people love the damn royalists so much, but okay. Yep, that's typically what happens. There's probably a greater strategy, or probably not even that great of a strategy to this, but sure. So there are going to be votes for the aristocrats. No, F them. I think. I don't know. I'm not sure why I would feel one way or another. I would assume they're all royalists, because aristocrats, but, you know. And apparently I chose right, because all my people are on my side. Get out of here. Stupid royalists. And then, yeah, we're definitely against allowing the publications of communists. It would decrease the terror in the country, which is a mechanic I don't really understand yet. It's supposed to be some kind of freedom of speech thing, but whatever. It helps an enemy, so I'm not interested. Okay, no, they still exist, I guess. All of them they're just kicked out of the convention, I guess. And they're actively taking over areas now. We're taking their areas. Perfect. That's what I was hoping to see. Because this was not happening before. There was no taking of areas. Everyone was just running around real quick and like spreading propaganda after each other. It seemed silly. But I get it. We weren't fighting them yet. But this is a 2v1 fight for them, so I can't imagine it's going to go very well. Weeks following, King returns to Paris. He did run out to Austria because that's what he does. As his day, we stand together as equals, guardians of the constitutional kingdom of France. Sure. It's a great honor. I guess I became a general. What was I before? Right. Yeah. Like I said, it's okay. I'm content in my role. All right. Yep, good for us. The sooner we find them leaders, the sooner we can put this to justice. Well, you see wooden soldiers with iron miniatures. Okay. Who's that guy? Oh, it's the king. Right. Let's go here. I can't. This is a royalist, so I can't take it. But I've had my eye on a couple of these territories for a while, so I'd like to do that. Not enough actions to move and attack. Okay. Perfect. I wish I would have known that before, because I probably could have got a nice upgrade going. Let's look at Paris then. Can we make... Ooh, can't. Not quite for a factory. How about you? You have a factory. Upgrading it would cost me $1,000. It'd only make me an extra 50 coin a turn. That doesn't seem great. Let's see. You have farmland that's fully maxed. You have a market that's not fully maxed. 1,200 per 50. That, once again, doesn't really seem... Doesn't seem right. Printing press, no. I'm not interested in those. Church, printing press, no. Oh my god. Seriously? Farmland. It's fully upgraded. I wish I could put farmland because it gives me a lot of money and it's cheap to make. Okay. I'm going to hold on to the money then, as opposed to upgrading the factory for 50 coin a turn. 50 coin a turn. Yeah, it doesn't feel right. A moderate printing press. Decreasing their approval rating each turn could be kind of nice. We'll just wait. It kind of seems silly. I wish I was in a spot, but we're not, so wish all you want. So the speed up button is nice. It's maybe a little too fast, or there should be a third option. In the provinces. Okay. National Guard sent from Paris to protect the government's finery. I don't know what phlogiston is. I think that's what we use to power the mechs. Hours of fighting, the Jacobs emerged victorious. Since word to Rasputin. Okay. Well done. The convention Colossi will be useless without a steady source of... Yeah, okay. There you go. There's no point in such celebration. It's not the government's only factory. Well, of course it's not. We'll have to take those down too. The people will fight as long as it makes the royalists bleed. Okay. Or the... Yeah, right. César Bonaparte. We uncovered a number of decommissioned Colossi at the storehouse. Oh, great. I'll have our mechanics sent here immediately. Next time you meet in the convention in battle, we'll have the advantage. We made great gains this day. Oh, good. So they just get free units. So yeah, let's come in here and attack this. What's really nice about this is there's an auto-resolve. What is... They're 17, I'm 28, so we should be fine. Because I like the tactical fighting screen. But I also like this screen too. And I like each fight's 30 minutes. That's a long time. Of course, we're going to imprison them. Because I don't have the ability to really do anything else. No more actions left. Perfect. Let's take a look at this region. What do you have here? Farmland. Perfect. So I can upgrade it. 150 for a little bit extra coin is kind of a big difference. Yeah, you do need to upgrade the farmland. I don't understand why we have to have the same like rotating conversation about it over and over again. Oh no. Sure. Oh, you're working the line infantry, I guess. Okay. It's kind of a shame. Can we... Okay, just cancel. Let's go back to the army. We can't add anybody, which is kind of a shame. Why happened to the guy that was working this thing? Piloting is 80. Oh, well, I want a new one. That's just moving them around. Never mind. I guess we'll do nothing. Yeah, they got a lot of mechs, man. King in the National Convention convened to discuss rogues. Okay. Yep, countryside. The plebeians flock to him. Yep. We're still, they secured a refinery. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cool armies then. Cut off. Watch us falter. Send more soldiers to the provinces. We must protect our assets. Not so simple, Your Majesty. We receive reports that the communists are commissioning Colossi that they have found. As they left the rest of the provinces, why weren't they stripped for parts? That iron could have been used for cannons. Such plans fell to the wayside. It's costly to transport the Colossi, even stripped to parts. The necessary facilities. If you revisit the idea, I cannot allow Jacobsons to steal from the crown. For that, we must deal with Colossi they have stolen. Additional Colossi gives them great advantage. It's not just about the Colossi. They're not indomitable. The machines can falter. The right preparations, maneuvering. Seem confident. Shall leave you to. I mean, the people with the sticks were hurting the Colossi a lot in the fights. I mean, considering. Okay, great. Such self-assured. I look forward to hearing of your victories. Or not fail, Your Majesty. I'm not really sure how I'm helping the king, but okay. You know, whatever. So I could, like, try to make another one. Let's see. We have a fair amount of money. This guy seems pretty freaking awesome. We need to construct... Okay, I just went on a big speech about how they're not everything. But you know, now I'm making one, so. Great outcome. No idea what that means. We'll spend our influence to get... You have no leadership. Why does that know? Nobody has any leadership. At least you can pilot, so... Not sure where you learned to pilot, but whatever. Okay. Yep, lots of talking. The nation. We fight for the nation. Okay. Yep, skipping. Okay, thank you. He came with a group of peasants, which is not what I wanted him to do. There we go. Perfect. I also want curly-haired guy to pilot the other one. We have a fair amount of mechs now. We're at 37 power. That's a fair amount. However, I can't go attack this guy now. Just, you know, just a tad unfortunate, really. But we're making a good amount of money every turn because I preemptively put people, or, you know, built tall as I could. But they're quickly falling to the wayside. Oh my lord, why are we talking so much? Alright, summons. This, I think, is another problem. There's just so many breaks in gameplay. I feel like every time I try to do something, I have to sit and talk about it for 5 minutes. 1 minute of actually doing something for 10 minutes of talking about it. And it just really breaks up the game flow. And it gets to the point where, and this is a me thing, I just don't care anymore. The king's being manipulated, sure. Like I just want to get back to doing the 4X stuff that I want to play, or even the battles in between would be really nice. Let's go ahead and outsum it. Like I'm itching to grab some of this territory. So let's get out there and do it. You died. I'm okay with that. Imprison him, sure. I don't know if imprisoning really does anything, but it's what it is. And we get another territory, so we're making even more money. I'd like to, I don't know what I need to do to like make a new battalion. Like how do I get more of these guys trampling around? Because I feel like they have multiple units trampling around, and I don't. I just have like the one. We'll probably get there at some point, but. All right. The general has abandoned us. Our reforms stand no chance without his influence. Okay, still talking. Yep, I don't know who these people are either. César Bonaparte, I've been asked to deliver you to the private room. Okay. Come drink with us. Are you sure another glass of wine is wise? Your cheeks are already... Okay. Yeah, like I don't care. I really just want to move and fight this guy. Sure. And this is kind of like the deal breaker for me. Among some other things, like I really just want to get back to playing the game and not just talking about it. I think we should be fine. 16. It's auto resolve. I mean, we're like double them, so. Oh, we did get victory, but 2 of the units survived. I'm kind of interested to see what this guy looks like in battle. It's got to be pretty intense, you know? Of course, we're going to imprison them. I guess they gave up. Hopefully, we'll get kind of all this territory to ourselves. That'd be pretty nice. Because you know what's nice, right? Something's going to happen. We're going to talk about it for 5 hours. And then eventually, we're going to be at war with the Warriorists, so... Alright, we'll have another national convention. We're very much in the lead now. It won't matter because my friends won't vote for my things, but yeah. What are you gonna do? I don't understand why this isn't a thing, but okay. It's propaganda. Start debate. I'm just gonna skip it. A bunch of people said no. Though the 2 of us alone were almost enough to throw it in their favor, so that's kind of nice. Maybe eventually I can get enough power where it doesn't matter what they say. Which is, you know, basically me becoming a king, but still. What are we talking about? Privatization of public property? Nope, F that. But I could easily sway it to the other side if I wanted. And you want to do what now? Allow legions? So we can decrease terror. This gives us the option to not imprison them, but let them go. You know, I'm in favor of it. Oh, I can negotiate people that are absent. I want to try to put somebody over on my side. Which I don't, because I won. So. Decreasing terror, I imagine, is probably a good thing to do. You're attacking me. Oh, you're attacking my territory. Indecisive, huh? I feel like I could win this fight if it wasn't already like an hour-long video. Yeah, I feel like I could have actually won the fight. The AI, you know, is AI. That's okay. I just took that territory back. Oh, of course, it's every turn. What is it? It's been captured by the British. Oh, okay. You know where he's being held. I don't know who that guy is, but yeah, that sounds terrible. France is vulnerable. The British have done well by capturing Lafayette. Significant disadvantage without his expertise. Right. Stop caring. We must focus. Stop caring. Stronger together. Something. There we go. I just want to get back to playing. Decisive victory. Of course it is. Our peasants died, but you know, I don't actually care a lot. So there is like a leveling system to troops and stuff too, I think. Veterancy, not for the robots, because they're just robots. I would like to see that happen, but oh my, people keep dying, so I haven't seen it yet. So we could release them. Which will lower the terror. I'm not exactly sure what terror does, but I like the idea of him being in jail, so I think that keeps him. If we release him, then he comes out here and just starts a new army. I believe that's what happens. These people got a lot of territories, man. They're all over here, though, so I would imagine that means my friends are coming back. All right, so let's take a look at the regions again. Got farmland. Put some money into it. Yep, I don't need a dialogue about it. Thank you. Then you... That market. Upgrade that. Increase my monthly income pretty well. How about you? Can I upgrade your farm again? Perfect. So the amount of money I'm making each turn now is like 1,000, which I'm gonna put right back into Mechs. That's my ultimate goal. I don't care if I have a terror stack and it's like 100. I'm just gonna burn France as I march across. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. But that's this game in a nutshell. I want to like it more. There's a couple deal breakers. The UI is not great. It is a little confusing at times exactly what we're supposed to be doing. The battles are fun. Once you get used to them, once you kind of learn the mechanics, I think the turn-based battles go really, really well. It's one of the shining parts of this game. All in all, I like this game. I think it just has a lot of small issues. There's way too much talking for a strategy game. Imagine playing Crusader Kings and then every turn you're getting stopped to have conversations, or every time you go to build a building, you have to have a whole big conversation about it, or build an army, or upgrade a unit, or whatever it might be. You have to stop and have sometimes the same conversation about it that you had last turn. I love that there is a story element to this. I just think it's put in here too much for at least this type of, strategy player. Maybe other strategy players would find it a breath of fresh air. I don't know. Maybe it's my general lack of interest in the French Revolution, which, plays probably a big part in a game about the French Revolution. So I don't know. But I love the idea. I love alternative histories. I think they're fun. I love the idea of mechs. I think they're fun. I love that this is a nice mixture of some of my favorite genres. I think that's fun. I just wish there was an option to turn off dialogues. I don't need, or just to make a quick prompt saying the king is now escaping instead of having this big dialogue story fiasco about it. Other things I've seen people say in reviews is if you have a unit you don't want, you can't disband them. Because you can only have so many units in each army. So you have a bunch of peasants, they just won't die. The only way to get rid of them is to get them killed. You can't just disarm them. So small things like that. But overall, yeah, I think this game's pretty fun. I want to like it more than I kind of do. Just because the big turnoff for me is I feel like I can't play the game. I have to read the game. I'm reading the game 80% to playing the game 20%. And that's kind of my big issue with it. But otherwise, I think it's a lot of fun. And I appreciate you coming out here and taking this hour with me to talk to me about it. There's so much about it I do like, and I don't want that to be overshadowed by the frustrations of how I just don't feel like I can play the game enough. That being said, also some of these battles, I auto-resolve them because they take too long. If they could be a little bit shorter or a little bit more condensed or some form of that, if each battle wasn't going to take me 30 plus minutes to do, I think that's another issue with the game. But that all being said, it's still a lot of fun. I think it's still worth checking out. I'm sure the developers would love if you went and checked it out, and also maybe left a positive review, because the recent reviews for this game are really low. And I don't think it's one thing in particular. I don't think it's not like this game is buggy. It's not like it's falling apart. It's not like it crashes all the time. I think grand strategy players are just a picky bunch, me included, and each one of us might have something different we don't like about it. That's not really that important, but it is to us, and that's what causes a negative review. But like I said, this is Bonaparte. Check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Take care.